simit bread, Greek yogurt, green yogurt, dukkha, and make sure to try out their decadent delights at their bakery in Doppio Zero, and their coffees and drinks are out of this world. So anyway, this is our last show for Ramadan, so this is my last giveaway that I'm going to do during this period, although I will be back next week Thursday, the 3rd of April. So our lineup today follows, as we will be chatting to the esteemed founder of Bougie Bay, Mia, and then I will be sharing some insight on the last 10 days of Ramadan, and of course our giveaway. So today we are giving away a gift pack generously sponsored by TSR Foods, packed with vouchers and other goodies from Rocco Mama's, Nando's, Fit Deli, Spa and Doppio Zero. So here's how the giveaway is going to work. I am going to give you a question with 3 options, and only one is correct. So I want you to send me your answer via WhatsApp at 060-904-1056, 060-904-1056. Please include your full name, ID number, and your contact details. Now, the first person who answers correctly will win this gift pack from TSR Foods, and I will reveal the winner at the end of the show. So I'm going to give you the question now and reveal the winner at the end of the show, inshallah, as I said. So here we go. During Ramadan, which of the following actions does not break the fast? A. Accidentally swallowing water while making wudu. B. Deliberately telling a lie. Or C. Eating or drinking forgetfully. Once again, during Ramadan, which of the following actions does not break the fast? A. Accidentally swallowing water while making wudu. B. Deliberately telling a lie. And C. Eating or drinking forgetfully. So please let me know your answer via WhatsApp at 060-904-1056. Once again, 060-904-1056. Okay, I can't wait to hear your answers. Anyway, we have a special guest in studio with us today, Mia, the esteemed, as I said, founder of Bougie Bay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing today, Ria?
I'm alhamdulillah. How are you doing today?
Alhamdulillah, tired. It was like a rush to get here.
I know you were saying there was tons of traffic.
A lot.
At this time,
I was shocked. I think it's a last minute Ramadan shopping as well.
Yes, probably, because Eid is coming up as well.
The excitement
is there. Are you excited for Eid?
I am so excited.
Okay, what are your plans?
My plan is to see family and stay at home and take a break.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so excited for you. I'm excited too. So, like, as you know, I'm absolutely obsessed with your brand. I mean, everything states authenticity and individuality with quality and integrity. I mean, I got my bracelet. I was just so excited when I was like, okay, finally I can do my permanent bracelet, and it's still in my hand, and I don't think I'm going to take it off anytime soon.
Finally, it was quiet enough to get it done.
I mean, at the souk and even the Eid Milan, I definitely know that your stall had the most amount of people. like 100%.
Alhamdulillah, they do look for us. They wait for these events. Even though I have an up and running store, they wait for these events because I think it's the fun and the excitement of standing in the lines and, you know, watching other people pick what they get. I think it's the excitement as well.
It's so exciting. That's why I made as many videos as possible, because I'm like, wow, this is like literally, it embraces and enhances the thought of authenticity and individuality and helps you express yourself in so many ways. I mean, you do the engravings, the curated jewelry, permanent bracelets, which I absolutely love. But can you tell me, what is Bougie Bay?
So Bougie Bay, this is one of my favorite questions because a lot of people was asking me first, what is Bougie Bay about? And the first thing you want to go and say, Bougie Bay is about permanent jewelry, she's about engraving. But I've come to realize that Bougie Bay right now is every girl's way of expression.
Indeed, I love that.
Because we have girls that come through to express themselves via their permanent pieces. Remember, the way we put out our brand equity, remember, it's basically how others see our brand through their eyes, their experiences. So we have the girls coming through creating memories, whether it's on the engraving side, whether it's on the permanent side, because most of your jewelry doesn't fit when you buy it ready-made. So that is what Bougie Bay is. She, at the moment, is every girl out there
I
that
see
has
that.
the most luxury lifestyle yet the most humble character. So you are bougie bae. I am bougie bae. The lady
Love
across us
it.
is bougie bae.
Love it. I mean, we have many girls in society, anyone who struggles to, express themselves and
Yes.
how they feel. And I think your brand is, as you said, it's just perfect for them because it's like a way to express themselves,
Exactly.
embrace their own beauty and their true identities.
I know, whether
With
it's
Bougie Bae.
through jewelry, whether it's through chatting with us,
Yeah.
whether it's through expecting, like creating these memories, like, making their wedding gifts a bit more special, making their birthday gifts more special, or just enjoying the moment. They see comfort in this. And I
Yes.
never knew that Bougie Bae would have grown to this extent
did.
because, like, when people come back to add on more or to do a resizing, and as soon as we snap it off off their hand or anklet, and they're like, no, I feel empty.
Yes.
And then, mind you, when they feel empty, I feel full.
Absolutely love that. So, like, as we know, Bougie Bae is more than just a jewelry brand where it's a statement. So, what inspired you to create something that blends authenticity with curation, and how does that philosophy shape your designs?
I think that came about with, I would like to thank my mom
Your mom.
and the female in my family, which is my mom and my sisters, because my mom comes from a history of over 30 years of running, mind you, multiple businesses,
wow.
but a tuck shop.
Yes.
And the tuck shop is the smallest type of convenience store you're going to find out there. And she was the first lady that opened it up in our area. And mind you, as time went, we had multiple shops coming across us.
Yes.
And why I said that authenticity comes through and that brand equity comes through is because of that. Because even though people sold the exact same thing or replica of something, I think people came through because of the person that she is and her
Yes.
character, and that is what inspired me. Because when I started, like, I didn't realize that a mother could remember so much, right? So she always used to buy me these pack beads, and I would make my own jewelry and I would throw it around, and I'm somebody that still throws things around. And I think that's where it came through when I started that, because as I said, it's about making things special. So you're going to find the same thing in the same store.
Yes.
But you guys needed a store that makes what you need, not
Yes.
what you want.
Yes.
And I think that's where the philosophy came, that no matter what is out there, if you can make it more special, do it.
Yes.
And that is what Bougie Bae is about.
Oh, I
and then
love that
that's where the
so much.
philosophy came, is that no matter how you think your product is not original, but that small difference that you can make creates a complete different concept.
Indeed it does. And I really love that when I came to your store at the souk and during the Eid Milan, I really felt, that warmth and that aura within you and your team. So I was thinking that's also what keeps a lasting impact upon many people, is the energy and the aura that's within you guys.
Exactly.
It's
and you
like
must-
family, that warmth.
that's what I'm also
Yeah.
amazed of, because, like, if you look at my staff as well, it's a mix of ages, going
Yes.
from teens to 20s,
Yeah.
from ones that should be single and ones that just got married as well. We literally grow with each other, and then there's times where they make me better. There's times where I think my process works, and it's so surprising to see that the Bougie Bae team takes Bougie Bae as their own.
Yes.
And then the effort is there. I'm not sure if you saw one times, as soon as the azan went, they broke their fast, but they were back at it.
Yes.
They made sure that their customers came first, and that's the warmth that we have. And then again, I come back and I say, I think that's the motherhood in
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Even the boys have a
Yeah.
maternal side. So that's what makes Bougie Bae more special,
Yes.
is the people that we have in it.
Yes, I love that. So it's not even just like saying it's value for money or value for product. It's value, I would say, for family.
Yes,
'Cause that's
I
how
mean,
you guys
very
made it
family
feel.
orientated. Like most of the clients that you see that comes through, while I'm busy with another client, they're asking, "Can I get you this? Can I get you that?"
Yeah.
And you'll see me having a conversation. Like, from customer, they go to ma'am or sir, and then
Yeah.
from ma'am or sir, then they go to buy, they go to Appa. And you
Yeah.
must know, Bougie Bae also sees to a diverse of religion
Yes.
as well. And then we learned other terminology, just like how our non-Muslim clients would want to come and call us Bai
Yeah.
or Appa or
Yeah.
Akka. And then,
Yeah.
you also go back and we start learning the same things. And as you know, for them, Mamu is everything. So even we get called Mamu. So that's what's opened up our brand as well, is the diversity in it.
I absolutely love that. Okay, so like, was there a defining moment in your life where you realized you needed to start Bougie Bay, or was it just a gradual realization?
So I think this comes through like my experience in life as I've grown.
Yes.
I started working at a very, very young age, because I think it's yet again thanks to my mom, thanks to seeing how she raised girls and the other kids in her life as well. So it all came through to that hard work, I guess, because I've always worked, right? I've always worked straight after school, because my mom is a single mom. So it's not like she couldn't pay for it, but I think it's the values that she installed where my conscience was like, go out there and work. And mind you, Ria, I didn't start studying till recently because I've always worked. And then all of this was through my experiences in life. And then I've always seen myself and I was like, okay, wait. I've always done a side hustle and I've always worked hard for other people, and that's how I got my experience. And then just before COVID, I was like, hey, let me have a sideline, and COVID hit in. And you must know, I married the most amazing man, and he was like, he also inspired me a lot, because there you get a guy that works in a top position as an IT technician, and he's selling fish, catching and selling fish just to get 500 rand in so he can save 500 rand. And then he's like, let's do something together. And mind you, I always be honest and tell people, behind every man there's a successful woman, but behind every woman is a progressive man. And Bougie Bay originally did not belong to me.
I see.
She was Thrift Bay that did a whole lot of mixed things, as you saw in my video, reselling any items you can come across for a slight markup. Bougie Bay started off with the concept of him, and then it started growing because of the experiences I had in life, the different jobs. And that's how Bougie Bay grew. And then, of course, my love for jewelry as a kid, the one that my mom used to pick up, was perfect. And bringing in permanent jewelry meant the world to me, because this has never existed in Durban before.
It
you know, people didn't know about it. A lot of them come through and be like, I've been looking for this, I couldn't find this. And that is why it's so personal to me. It's because it has a really strong background, rather than just a product that you are coming and purchasing and done.
There's meaning toward everything.
It has meaning towards everything.
So like, you've built a brand that stands out in the competitive industry, of course.
Yes.
So like, what were some of the unexpected lessons that you learned about business and creativity along the way?
So luckily for me, working from a very young age, that has exposed me to, as you know, marketing is everything. And if you're not somebody who's going to understand your 4 Ps, which is your price, your product, your people, and, you know, the place that you are going to do it, you're not going to understand what brand equity is, where, as I said, it's how people see it through positive experiences and, you know, and word of mouth. So that is something that really helped me. And then coming into the market environment is also just as challenging, because there you are being, as much as you think you have experience, you are going and you are trading with people that has been in the market for years before you. But you can learn something from them. But remember, the old way of business and the new way of business is 2 different ways as well.
Completely different.
And it wasn't really easy to come into the market industry, because you get people that has been like, okay, this is the same product we've been selling, so ours is better. And then you get somebody who just comes in all of a sudden and takes the attention because they're putting in the effort. And then in the market environment, you get targeted as well. So if you don't really like watch your back, then there's, you know, you get like that back end of it. So that is what is also very challenging. But yet again, if you're somebody who has experience in the smallest thing in business, you are able to uplift yourself and say, I'm here to trade. This is my product. This is my people. And that is how I'm going to promote my brand.
And something that's important is to never give up.
Even
if you're in a moment or a time where business is very slow, then you feel like, oh no, like, I mean, I was there at one point and you feel like, oh, okay, no, I don't know what to do about this anymore. And then you just keep going, and that's how you build it up. That's what I see. So, of course, as we see, many creatives struggle with the balance between artistic passion and business strategy. So how did you navigate that, especially in the beginning?
At first, it was a bit difficult because there I am come in all fresh. Like we're going back just after COVID's done now. I mean, like, that's when we introduced it into the market brand. Going back fresh, being overexcited, going and, every small extra thing that you can do for a customer. And then you have first you have no customers. You're sitting 1 month, no orders. Then you grow. Then 6 months later, there's an influx. 1 year later, there's a higher influx. And you must know, Bougie Bay is still a small local business, meaning as much as we have a team at events, this team is only available at events. At the back end, it's me. So you still have to be a wife, be a daughter, be a sister. You still have to work. You still have to clean that house, and you still have to look after the brand that you built. And that right there requires a lot of time.
And I actually think that
it requires a lot of time, but you have to be consistent. For me, consistency is key, and listening is the bigger key, because you don't want to just hear what customers want. You want to listen to what they need. And that right there is, as I said, consistency is what always uplifts me.
Yes, I love that. So now, when it comes to this, how has Bougie Bay changed you as a person? Like, has running this brand shifted by the way you see the world, success, or even yourself?
So running a business, it does expose you to two different types of people. Like, you'll become that person yourself. A, one that's happy for you, and B, one that's not happy for you. I always choose to be person A, one that's happy for you, irrespective of what you do in your trading and how I do it. So how Bougie Bay has shaped me is, as I told you, I take everything personally when it comes to this brand. Every single engraving that comes through, we just did one, my team knows, we just did one today of a cute baby as well. Cutest little boy. For me, it makes me feel very happy inside when I get to walk, for example, in the mall, and they'd be like, Bougie Bay's at a mall? The best part is, like, Bougie Bay buys groceries? I think Bougie Bay, no, I don't think, I actually know it. Bougie Bay has made me very happy, very strong, and it has given me respect that I've never seen before. Not that anybody disrespects me, of course. Like, I am the princess of my family. But the love that I've seen when my mother tells people, my daughter's Bougie Bay, and the love that I see when my big sister is like, that shop right there, that's my sister. Do you know this person? And then the other one, it's like when my second sister comes to the one that looks like me now, and then when she's like, that's my sister, because you must know she also comes from business and totally different. And then when her clients say, oh, we got this, and she's like, that's my sister. So imagine how proud I feel when my family sees anything Bougie Bay related, and they'd be like, that's my sister, that's my daughter.
Best feeling ever.
That feeling that Bougie Bay has given me, I don't think anything else could give me that feeling.
I love that so much. So then, what was the moment you realized Bougie Bay had transformed from just a business to a movement?
When I realized it?
Yes.
When I'm out of stock.
I see.
And they take anything. It has really, really, really started to make sense of Bougie Bay being a movement. When I see it trending, not only on social media, on the least, like platforms that you didn't expect. Platforms like Twitter, platforms like Facebook groups, WhatsApp messages, If we look at it, I have people that tells me as soon as they come through at an event, I only came here for Bougie Bay, I'm going to go now. Or like, if I'm few minutes late for setup, and they'd be like, we came all the way for you. And then they are the ones that's helping you set up as well. That's how I knew Bougie Bay became a movement and a lifestyle.
Oh, I love that. We are unfortunately running out of time, but I have one more question for you. If you could give a piece of advice to someone who has a vision but no resources, what would it be?
Don't give up. Remember, how I started off came with no resources, meaning no displays, no proper tablecloth, no proper signage. You make use of what you have, because that is what gives you the wittiness. If it wasn't for me printing signage on paper, I wouldn't be having a glow up sign now, would I? So that's your advice right there, guys.
I love
is that the resources are not going to be there. That is why you are starting off, is because you are going to be the one to create it. And remember, there's no dupe of you.
Yes.
There's no dupe of you. There's no different version of you. Only you are going to make that happen.
Oh, absolutely love that. Jazakallah for coming on. I mean, I'd like to commend my deep appreciation for you, the esteemed owner and founder of Beauty Bay. As I must say to each and every one of you that her team had spectacular service, and I had visited their stall at the Eid Milan and the Durban Summer Souk, and their energy just made me feel so warm and welcomed. And I must say that is one of the most important aspects of having a successful business, which is love. And of course I have to give Mia some recognition and my immense gratitude, as it is evident that she empowers individuals to express themselves authentically, like regardless of who they are. And I mean, her dedication is evident in every single detail, and I really commend her for creating such a remarkable space. So Mia, you are truly an inspiration, and you have come so far.
I mean, I really appreciate it
for coming on. I really appreciate it, and I hope to have you on soon again, inshallah.
I'll see you again much sooner, you know that.
Awesome, of course.
April is here.
Yes. Well, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay, so we have unfortunately reached the end of our show. I will be seeing you next week, Thursday, the 3rd of April from 2 to 3 p.m. inshallah. I hope that each and every one of you have a spectacular Ramadan, and I'm truly grateful for all the support and presence of my listeners and the Al Ansara team. So have a wonderful Eid, and I will see you soon on Next Gen, coming this Thursday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You know what really gets under my skin? When my cake or icing just